What up, boys? We back at it. Sorry for a long break. Got a little sick. Had to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Had to just make sure I was healthy, ready to go. Can't be doing this half-ass. You know what I mean? If I'm doing it, then I'm doing it full go. And if I'm not healthy and I don't feel like I can give you all the energy and the locked in, then I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna do it. I'm only gonna sit here if I'm giving the 100% effie. You know what I'm saying? The 100% effort. But no, we locked in. I had to just make sure I was straight. We good. So now we back talking more shit. Lot of shit to talk about. Just starting it off, man. Heisman. I think doesn't it get
It's tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
So tomorrow, Saturday, they're gonna announce the Heisman. It's pretty much between Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter. Those are like pretty much the main two. Cam Ward and like Dylan Gabriel are there, but I mean they're there to take pictures.
Ward low-key did have a crazy season.
He did have,
Gabriel, but
yeah, it's like they both did good, but it's just like this year, unfortunately, you're just not gonna like. Just two people had like generational seasons, and like you just kind of had like a great year, which is like fine, but yeah, like. Any other year, probably. Well, actually, you can't even say that, really.
Ward had the most passing touchdowns and, like, crazy rushing stats, too.
He did, but, like, would he have won last year over Jaden? Would he have won the year before that? Like, you know.
I think it would have been close with Jaden.
I think it would have been close to Bryce Young year.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bryce Young was the Mickey's Heisman.
Yeah.
But that's the next conversation.
It probably would have been close with Caleb, too, honestly.
Honestly, like, Caleb, I feel like Caleb was more of like the on field, because like on field he was like playmaker, like oh my god he's making crazy plays, and like I feel like Bryce Young was kind of the same way, but I feel like Bryce Young in recent years was definitely the Mickey's Heisman all time. Like what? There's no way he should have won the Heisman over Stroud, but like I mean I guess he probably just got the edge because he went to Alabama. You know what I mean? But I don't think he should have won the Heisman.
They weren't even that crazy that year, no.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, did we really just give it, like, I don't know. So I think if Cam Ward had this season in that year, in the Bryce Young Heisman year, I think he probably would have won it. But, like, this year, like, it's just insane.
And Gabriel's nice, too, but their team is just dominant, so it's kind of hard to get it.
It's like a full team thing, but he's just a quarterback. I feel like you have to have two quarterbacks in the Heisman thing.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like...
Unless it's, like, crazy, like, if there's, like, three of the generationals, like...
Like, if you have, like a running back that's 5, like a Travis Hunter, and then you have, like, you know, like a Nick Bosa and Chase Young kind of year, you know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, like, clearly these guys are kind of the best. It could happen, but... I think they're usually going to try to sneak some type of Q in there.
It's hard not to, too, because their stats look so crazy.
Yeah, especially if they're on a good team and the team's cooking and they have won or undefeated and, they have crazy stats. I mean...
I'm honestly surprised they didn't put Shadur in there, to be honest.
I know. It's probably just because they lost too much. Yeah. You know, if they would have been a little bit more...
Well, you know, I'm just saying because they're Glazers.
Yeah.
They're so they glaze Colorado so hard.
They do glaze Colorado, but you have to pick one. You can't have two people for the Heisman on the same team. It's like, you know. But who do you think's getting it? Genty or Travis?
I think Genty should get it, but I think Travis Hunter is going to get it because they're going to use the games played, snaps played shit. And that he plays both sides, and it's like, I mean, that is impressive. Yeah, he's doing really good, but like, the team isn't that great. Of course, like, they need him on defense.
Right.
And it's not like he's, like, shutting teams down. Like, they're kind of letting high scores go every game. And even on offense, like, there's other people making plays. It's not like he's the only one. Like, Shadur is kind of making magic happen, too.
Like, honestly, I feel like Shadur probably would have been the better face if you're going to pick somebody from Colorado to be the Heisman. Like, I feel like he's really kind of the whole team. And he's kind of like, I wouldn't say the whole team. Like, it's probably a bad way to say it. But it's kind of like he really does like
the MVP of the
he
team.
brings it together. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if Sanders wasn't there and they had like somebody else, I don't think that this thing runs how it runs.
And I don't think Hunter's even in the top 10 receiving stats
Right.
if it's not Shador.
Because Sanders is like, he was obviously trying to like get his boy like the touches and shit. So it's like, you know, I get it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like he kind of on defense, he kind of reminds me of like a like Bland from the Cowboys. Like he kind of reminds me of that where it's like, is he doing a good job covering? Yeah. Is he insane at it? I don't know.
He's not like
but
complete shutdown.
Right, but it's like he kind of does take advantage of like, okay, he's getting the pick six or he's getting the, you know, he's like a ball hawk.
Yeah, he's definitely in the right spots and like able to jump the routes and shit.
Because he's a receiver, so he sees the route and he can play it good and be like a ball hawk, which like, you know, there's different types of corners. There's corners that are like more physical and can like really just log down, like really in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's like more like ball hawk corners that are just, you know, more like just getting picks and stuff.
Or swatting.
Right. So it's like, I mean, I don't think it's like a bad thing, but I don't think like I don't know how confident I am putting Travis Hunter on like, you know, one of the best receivers in the SEC. Like, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like,
or even against one of the best corners in the SEC.
Right. And it's just, I don't know how confident I am in that. So, I don't know. And like I said, in his stats as like a receiver, like he didn't have number one in every stat as a receiver, but I'm not saying you
any
need
stat
that. Right.
Receiving any stat, not just all, not a single one.
Which is like, I guess you don't need that to win but like.
But he also won receiver of the year. He won receiver of the year and didn't have a single number one, and the other guy had number one in every single receiving stat.
Right. They did say like the Marvin Harrison wasn't like number one in everything, and I think he won the best receiver. And like, but like people were still kind of debating like if Neighbor should have got it or him or whatever. But like,
but even still, it's like
I think it was kind of clear like that Marvin Harrison was the best, and then they were blowing teams out, so it's not like, and he was like a deep threat, so it's not like he was getting like mesh routes over the middle.
Yeah, he's not getting slants.
Yeah, he was doing like deep posts, deep routes, so it's like. Yeah, his stat line after the game was probably like 5 catches, 200, and like 2.
Yeah.
But like.
And he looks dominant.
Right. So it's like, I don't know. Like clearly he was the best, but I don't know. I don't get how you can't. I see them giving it to Travis Hunter because I feel like Travis Hunter is just like a bigger name, and it's like you know. If they post Travis Hunter winning the Heisman, it's just gonna like do numbers and shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like realistically, there's really no way you can't give it to Genty.
Bro, he's disgusting.
Like
he's literally like one of the best running backs we've ever seen.
You realistically just can't give it to him because it's like there was games where they pulled him out, but if they didn't pull him out in them certain games because they were winning.
Yeah, he would have like 400 yards.
He would have shattered Barry Sanders' FPS rushing record.
Yeah.
Like, he would have easily been over that. So it's like, how can we look at that, look at what he's doing every single game? And then I feel like, honestly, in this day and age, it's low-key harder to go off every single game at running back.
Especially,
Like,
and especially when they're feeding you like that, too.
Like, especially when they're feeding you, and then once, like, the country knows, like, okay, this guy is getting the ball every single time. He's, like, trying to get, like, obviously their purpose is to get this dude the Heisman. So it's like, now every single game you go against, they're like, okay.
Just stack.
They're like, stack the box. Like, we know they're going to try to, go through Genty. I mean, like, who else is on the fucking team?
Yeah, and it's not like they're going to, it's not like when they run the ball, there's another option that's going to happen. Like,
right. It's like
it's going straight there, and he's just going to run through 6 people.
Right, and it's like,
and
you have to get past the line, the linebackers, then, like, I mean, there was time, like, his lines on, FanDuel and shit was, like, over under, like, 250 rushing yards. It was, like, that was the line for him in a game. You know what I'm saying? Was, like, if he was going to get over 200 or not.
Yeah.
In a singular game. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? He was doing shit that was crazier. And I just think it's harder to go off at running back knowing that you're going to get the ball. And then it's not like he's going behind some, like, all SEC offensive line, some like LSU run blocking, Alabama line or something. It's like Boise State offensive line, like how, like
They're
obviously,
pretty good.
obviously it was really good,
Yeah.
obviously because they were running the ball good. But it's like, you know what I'm saying though? It's like, dude, there's only so much your line can do when you're a running back, and then like after that, you kind of just have to go crazy and take over.
And he backpacked the team to losing by 3 to the number 1 team in the country.
Right.
And
they're aren't they number 3 right now in the like football playoff?
I know they have a bye. I don't know what.
Dude, I think they're number 3.
I know they're ranked up there high on the. I don't know what their like official ranking is, but I know they have a bye, so they're one of the top 4 teams in the playoffs.
So they're 3.
Yeah,
They're 3. So
Georgia being 2 is Mickey 2. Boise should be number 2. Low-key.
But like Genty taking the team to number 3.
Yeah.
Boise State first year of the college playoff. You're at number 3, so he would have made it in the old system. You would have made it in the old playoff.
And where's Colorado at?
Yeah, they're not. That's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't get.
And they people want to use.
This is one player.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Sanders. He doesn't have all this.
Or even like a Dion coaching.
Right, like they don't have the coaching tree. They don't have all this stuff. They don't have all this hype around. Yeah. It's like they came out of nowhere, came in. No one had this team, and you're basically a running back just taking over your team. I just don't get how you don't give this dude the trophy. He had a better season than Henry's Heisman season, and he won the Heisman. He would have broke Barry Sanders' record. You know what I'm saying, for rushing. I mean, this is one of the most insane running back seasons we've ever seen, and I think.
And it's electric when you watch it, too.
Right.
It's not like it's boring, like 10-yard carry, 10-yard carry. It's like 30 yards, 70 yards.
He's
like,
breaking
bro,
off.
what?
Like, there'd be times where, like, the Boise State game would start at, like, 7. At 7:08, there would already be a Bleacher Report highlight of this dude taking an 80-yard to the crib. Like, in the first 6 minutes.
And not even just open field, like, just breaking tackles down the middle.
In the first 5 minutes, this dude is breaking off with 5 minutes, 70-yard run. Like, it's not like, oh, we wore the defense down, it's the end of the game, fourth quarter, they're tired, then I break. First 2 minutes, everybody's fresh, 80 yards, off rip ski. Cribby, like nah, this dude gotta get the trophy. Like if you're actually being honest, you have to get, because when you talk about Travis, you're like trying to make it work. Well, both sides. Well, crazy athlete. Well, but nothing.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like stop trying to make it fit.
I feel like he's been trying to make it fit all season too, because he's been doing like the poses and shit, and Genty's just out there balling, like giving up to his team and like.
Which that was getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie, like.
Sending out like the flyers, like.
Yeah, bro.
Like the Heisman voting's coming up. This is what I would look like.
Like it's like you know, you're voting for like high school council or something like that. Yeah. Vote for me, class president. Vote for me, class clown, guys. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like. It was getting annoying because I feel like, okay, Heisman, you have one Heisman moment, maybe two, to where it's like you make some crazy play, you're in the Heisman running, you made some crazy play, you get in the end zone, then you can flash it. You get two max to flash. That's it. This nigga was doing it like 3 times a game. Like, if he did anything, he's doing. If he batted a pass in the air, incomplete pass, he's doing the it's like. You're not supposed to do the pose a million times. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's not the point. The point is, people think you're a Heisman, you haven't really said nothing yet. Then you make like that one crazy play that like puts the world like, okay, do the pose.
You let the play speak for it.
Right. You do the play, Heisman, but like you do it like once. It's like your Heisman moment. That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be doing it a million times. Then you're not sending out fucking
care
package bouquets out and stuff like that. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, come on. Like that. I don't know. I just think
thirsty.
I think all that's corny, bro. I don't like any of it, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, it seems like trying to make it work, trying to do too much. I think there's a clear winner, and then I think there's like the winner that's gonna get, you know, ESPN and all these things more viewed, more clicks, more retweets, and that's if Travis wins, and I can see it. But I think if you're really a football guy, then you would think Genty.
And it's that's how football started too, is running the fucking rock.
Yeah.
Going straight down the middle.
And like I said, it's harder to go off every game at running back, bro.
Yeah.
Like running back.
The post is literally a dude running the ball, stiff arming. Like that's what he does. That's the Heisman.
Like it's nowadays in receiver. Like what? Corners can't even touch you most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's like you can pretty much get open. Then if you have a connection like that, where it's like you and Sanders.
Third down immediately.
You and Sanders been playing with each other for like 4 years now. So it's like, okay, and then of course Sanders trying to get your Heisman, Deion's getting your like they're giving you all the plays. Like you can run little shit that's just gonna work. Like you can run screens, you can run this, you can run that. Like they can't touch you. You can like just go. It's like easier to go off at receiver.
Yeah.
Like running back is literally so difficult to get to do what he just did. That kind of production every game. Bro, it's like a 10%.
Like being so dominant that they have to take you out of the game.
Right.
Halfway through.
I just don't. I don't get it.
And one of the bigger arguments that they've used for Hunter is the schedule, like the conference play, like the strength of schedule being harder. But when you look at the numbers and stuff, okay, so they're number 4 in the Big 12.
Right.
Big 12. So they're number 4, right?
Right.
And they haven't played any of the top 3, and they haven't played anybody from 5 to 8. They've only played the bottom teams in their conference. I think they played 7, okay. And they lost to them. And then the bottom teams they beat. So it's like you haven't beat anybody good,
right?
And then you want to say that the team or the other guy doesn't deserve it because he hasn't beat anybody good, but he lost by 3 to the number 1 team in the nation and had a monster game, ran for 200 yards against the best defense in college football.
Yeah. I don't even get that argument because it's like, it's not like Colorado's playing in like the fucking SEC or even like ACC. It's like, bro.
Not even the Big Ten.
Exactly. It's like, bro, like, okay, Boise State's conference and fucking Colorado's conference is like damn near fucking the same, bro. Like
they have really good teams at the top, like the top 4 or whatever, but they didn't play them.
Yeah,
they didn't play them.
But like, I mean, like, bro, honestly, bro, come on, like before, bro. Okay, like now that Colorado's good and like they switched around some of the stuff a little bit, but it's like, bro, Boise State shit and like it's not really that off.
I'm telling you, Boise runs through that conference too.
Right. It's like so. It's like bro, and we're not gonna act like Boise's been some like dust. Like they've had some like down years, but like
they've been good.
They've been a good like over their like
the Statue of Liberty.
They've had good seasons, bro. Like they're obviously they're known for the turf and shit. Like it's just like I don't know. I just feel like when you're really looking at it from like a football standpoint and what this dude was able to accomplish when you really break it down, I feel like it has to go to Genty. I get Travis Hunter. I'm not saying he's not an athlete because that's what everybody's gonna say. Like as soon as you don't say Travis Hunter, they're like, dude, both sides of the football, like you don't get it. It's like I get it. He's a freak athlete, bro. Both sides of the football. It's impressive.
Not as impressive.
At the same time, he probably would have won the Heisman, or he probably would have did better at winning the Heisman if he would have just picked one and then just tried to be the best at it instead of done. Not corner, but if he probably would have just like picked wide receiver or whatever and just tried to be like, I'm going to be the top wide receiver, then he probably would have had a better shot. But trying to do both, it created an argument, and I feel like in a way it helped, but it's what's I think holding it back just a little bit because you didn't really dominate or you weren't the best at either one. Like you were good, probably great. Like you were above, right? You're great. You're above average at both. Top 10 at both, which is like it's cool, but it's like I just think.
But are you the number 1 in the nation? That's the argument. Number 1 in the nation.
And again, we're doing all this like if, ands, or buts for Travis, but I just think that when you just talk about Genty's season, you really don't have to try to make it work. It just kind of shows for itself. Yeah. He deserves it 100%, in my opinion.
It's Drake versus Kendrick.
It is
the pop star versus the. Put your nose to the ground and just fucking work.
Yeah, I think that it should definitely go to Genty.
Yeah, Genty's nasty.
What we got next? Oh yeah, I guess we can keep talking about the playoff.
Yeah.
So we got Tennessee, Ohio State is one of the games. 8
That's a
versus
stinker
9.
game, low-key.
You think it's a sneaker? Well, yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking that Ohio State's still like high powered and
No.
like good, but they're not. They're
And Tennessee
they're
is
like us.
Tennessee is nice, but they like I don't know. I feel like they fold for some reason.
I feel like their offense has so much potential, bro. Their offense has so much potential.
I think they're gonna beat Ohio State though. Like
Really?
Ohio State is good, and they're probably gonna be pissed off because of the Michigan shit and all that. But
Right.
like, I think Tennessee is just on a different tier than them.
I don't know. I think, yeah, I feel like Tennessee ends up getting the win, but I don't know how great of a game it might be. Like, it might end up being like a 21-17
That's
kind
what I
of
was
game.
thinking too.
I don't think this is the light show.
No.
But I think Tennessee has just kind of proven that, like, while their offense could be way better and they are, like, mid, like, their offense is just stale. Like, it's
I
just
think it's
boring.
coaching, honestly.
I think their coach sucks, to
Yeah.
be honest. I don't think he really knows what he's doing.
Especially game managing at the end, bro.
What?
No.
And I feel like with the talent that they have on that team, like, bro, like, you have Nico at quarterback, you have all these good receivers, bro. You have a great running back.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to put up 30 a game.
And one of the best defensive ends in the
Right.
league.
Yeah. Pierce Jr. It's like there's no way you're not able to put up great points.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So, like, to me, I think their coaching does suck. But, like, I don't know. I feel like they've just proven, like, while they're boring, they can still win.
Yeah, they
like,
can get it done.
So I'm definitely rolling with them.
I think they just have to shut down Ohio State, but I think they can hold them pretty well. It's not like Ohio State's offenses is how it's the least high powered it's been in probably
a long time.
10 years.
Yeah, I mean, but they've lost. I feel like they finally got, like, they're finally through their, like, wave of, like, they just had
just
like
generational
they
talent.
just had like the revolving door.
JF1.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, JF1, the Stroud, and then like all the receivers. You know what I'm saying? Olave, Wilson,
Harrison.
Yeah, like Harrison.
They had some running backs in there too, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think any of the running backs were like ever really like NFL good, but like they were college football like and perfect for the Ohio State offense. Cade Stover at tight end. I mean, like, bro, their team, they just had a revolving door, and I just feel like they kind of just fell victim to, like, all right, now, like, you're just kind of, they have to reload in a way.
Yeah,
you know what I
Stutzman
mean?
is nasty, though.
Yeah.
Stutzman's gross, bro.
Yeah, he's good. They still, I mean, it's Ohio State,
Yeah,
so they're
it's
going to have
Ohio
great
State.
players. Yeah, so I like Tennessee in this one.
Yeah, and then they get smoked by Oregon. That's okay.
Yeah. I think, Oregon has a good shot to kind of close this thing out.
Yeah.
They seem like they're the most complete out of the whole picture.
Yeah.
But, you know, anything can happen. We'll see how it goes.
Somebody got shot. Stay.
Hey.
Hey, they're calling it for Herb Jones at the stinker.
It's probably an ambulance for somebody on the Pelicans. Another person's hurt over there.
Yeah, Zion over 8. He's in a coma.
Having a stroke. So next game we got Indiana versus Notre Dame.
Indiana rivalry. That's it. That's the game. That one's actually going to be a movie game.
I'm taking Indiana.
I like Indiana too.
I'm taking Indiana.
High power, bro.
They're high powered, and I just feel like they just got something this year.
Yeah, and Notre Dame's good, but I don't think they're like that.
You know, I still kind of have the bad taste in my mouth from when they lost like early in the year. Who they lose to? Like I don't know. They lost to somebody bad.
Was it Boston College?
Yeah, or something.
Was Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah, no, Bill O'Brien.
Or Bill O'Brien. Okay.
I think it was either that, or, it might have been Boston College, but it was like they had a couple games where they just didn't really look all that there.
Yeah.
I still think
they should have lost to us.
Their coach is like to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not really impressed with them.
Yeah, they don't have anything that jumps out to me, and Indiana they kind of roll low key.
Yeah, I feel like Indiana's just in a vibe this season. Like I feel like they could be the Cinderella story.
Yeah, like the dark horse.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, you have all these teams on the board, but like my eye just kind of goes to Indiana over there.
The fans in Indiana go crazy too. Like
Right.
growing up there, bro, when they have the red and white pants on, just going crazy in the stands. Yeah, no, they love their team like
Yeah.
hard.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like Indiana here.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what they do.
should be a good game.
Um,
I honestly think they could do something against Georgia too.
I do too. I think Georgia's kind of proven this year that they're not all that.
Yeah.
Georgia's definitely not all that.
They just sneak in. They sneak it away every once in a while.
I think they had a decent run in the SEC this year. They
Yeah.
won games. They were able to get into the playoffs. They won when it mattered. But
Yeah.
I feel like they had a lot of games in there where it was very questionable. Came down to the end. Vanderbilt. Like I don't know. Like I'm not really convinced that they're like I'm looking at them and they don't scare me. They're like one of the least intimidating teams on this board right now. So I'm not really. I think that whoever I think if Notre Dame somehow wins this game against Indiana, then they probably lose against Georgia.
Yeah.
But I think if Indiana wins against Notre Dame, then I think that I like their odds against Georgia.
Yeah.
That's how I look
Like
at it.
a late game.
Yeah.
Final touch to close it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're good defensively. They have
Yeah.
good corners. Like they can lock up receivers. You know, their linebackers move well and play in the zone. I think yeah.
Yeah, they're just sound.
Yeah, I like Indiana all around over there.
Yeah.
The controversial pick down there in the corner, SMU.
I like SMU over Penn State all day. Penn State is trash.
I'll look, SMU. They've been playing really good.
They had a bad loss last.
It wasn't
well,
really,
I guess it was 2 weeks.
It wasn't really bad though.
I know, but they should have beat Clemson.
They should've.
They didn't get smoked or anything, but they should have beat them.
They should have beat them, but okay, close game. Like
I think they colluded so there'd be 2 ACC teams in the playoff. Low key.
maybe.
Low key.
But look, they had a good season. Obviously, good enough to get in.
They lost one game at the beginning and then steamrolled the rest of the season.
Right.
They're nasty.
They're
Their quarterback
good.
is disgusting.
They're good, and you know they play high powered. Their defense is very physical.
Yeah.
So I like us. This one I can see going either way.
Yeah.
But
It depends on if Penn State's defense can lock them down because Penn State's offense can't score that much. Like
yeah,
I really don't see them going past like 21. Honestly.
they're like they're still in the old school book.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about Penn State. It's like if you have to jump on them early so that they have to play from behind and then they're fucked.
Yeah.
If you get in a hole against Penn State, then you're screwed because they're just gonna pull out the 1955 playbook and just run the ball,
3 yards,
short
4
pass,
yards,
short
4.
pass, run the ball, short pass, and they're just gonna milk a crazy fucking third quarter drive that takes up the whole second half. By the time you get the ball back, your whole offense is just ice cold from sitting on the bench for like a fucking hour. Like you're so fried. So it's like you have to jump out on an early, which I think SMU can do. If you can get out the gates and get like a 7, 10 point, 14 point lead, then you're probably gonna win. But you can't let Penn State get an early jump.
They gotta win, so it'd be the horses versus each other. That'd be crazy.
I would think I would enjoy watching SMU versus Boise State way more than I would enjoy bro, who the fuck watches Penn State other than people that go to Penn State?
Honestly.
Like, it's not like they have it's not like Saquon Barkley's there still or whatever, where it's like, oh my god, there's like a reason to tune in. It's like, bro, there's like literally no reason to tune in to those games. Like, I think the school is live. Like, I like their little whiteout game or whatever. Their whiteout game looks tough, but like,
their stadium's nice.
Their stadium is, they have one of the best college football atmospheres.
Yeah.
I do like Penn State as far as that, but this season, they're just kind of mid to me. They're mid to me.
Very much.
So, I'm not into it.
I think Texas steamrolls Clemson. Clemson's good, but
What's going on outside, bro?
Bro,
we got like I don't know what's going on outside. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Y'all can probably hear it, but like, yeah, like we have like there's just like an ambulance driving like back. It sounds like he's going like up the street then like back down.
Forgot
the
his
street.
turn.
Like, yeah, like what are you doing, bro? You know how to get to where you're going or what, guy? Clemson versus Texas. Oh yeah, Texas, bro.
yeah, Clemson is good, but not
Not
that
really.
good.
Not really.
No, they have a good offense.
I'm surprised they even made it this far, to be honest.
Yeah.
From how I saw them looking in the beginning of the year, I was thinking that this
Yeah.
team wasn't going to make it. I didn't think this team was going to make any noise. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I didn't either, but
I mean, here they are. But,
I would low key rather have Miami in there than Clemson, but
or,
they earned it, you know.
I'd rather have Ole Miss in there or somebody.
Yeah, but Ole Miss kind of sold at the end.
They did sell at the end. But I still feel like I'd rather watch them try to play Texas than Texas versus Clemson. Like, this game sucks, bro. Like, honestly, bro.
By the way, I'm pretty sure Louisville's playing Ole Miss.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, we're sitting on all our players aren't playing because they're going to the league.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah.
it's going to be the same as last time.
Yeah, I know
Fuck. But anyways.
But yeah, Texas, Clemson, like, this game's honestly dust.
Texas should have a bye. They just lost to Georgia at the end, so it screwed it all up for them. But yeah,
because I feel like Arizona State versus Clemson would be more of a movie.
Yeah,
but it's kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked now because like if Texas wins, then they go and play Arizona State, and then they're probably gonna beat Arizona State. Like they're kind of getting a little easy walk.
But then they play Oregon, so.
Right, that's gonna be a matchup, and I feel like that can fuck them because if they get two like soft ass teams off rip,
and then they keep playing Ewers because they think he's
right, and then you play like an actual dog, then you can get fucked.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, Arizona State, you kind of just gotta pray that Texas fucks it up somehow. Yeah. You gotta just play that Texas like over or underestimates Clemson, goes in there and just completely like shits the bed somehow, even though it's literally not going to happen. But that's what you got to pray for Arizona State, so you can play Clemson, try to beat them. But either way, like Arizona State, like you're kind of just fucked this year. I'm not even gonna lie, you're kind of just fucked. They have some of the livest uniforms in college.
Always.
I love their uniforms. Arizona State's a live ass school, but like. You're not making it. They Arizona State, boy.
Yeah.
That's a fire school. Yeah. That's a fire school.
And
Arizona too.
Yeah.
But I think Arizona State's a little.
No, they're live.
Yeah.
They're live.
Arizona State's
the maroon and gold's nasty.
Yeah, the maroon and gold.
When they wear the black jerseys too.
Yeah, dude. And like so many raw players have like gone through there actually. Like Harden, Jaden Daniels was there, Brandon Ayuk, even though he's kind of mid somehow all of a sudden
they had another guard too.
Rashad White went there.
Oh really?
Yeah, my goat. Shout out Rashad, man. Shout out the goat, man. But yeah, Rashad went to Arizona State. Yeah, man. I like Arizona State. Yeah. I like them, but like
not to win.
Not to win. Not to win.
Yeah, if they would have gotten like the SMU Penn State or the IU Notre Dame, like. Right. I like that.
Right, but over here, you just kind of got a bad corner. And like, I just don't see them beating any of these top teams in there. I know they're number 4, but like, come on, bro. Indiana was rolling them. Tennessee, actually, I don't know. Tennessee's Mickey, but I still think Tennessee beats them. They probably have a chance against Ohio State. They're kind of dust, but yeah, man, I don't know. Oregon, Georgia, their odds are terrible. Yeah. You could probably, if you just want to like have fun, the goal might be to like just put in a bet that Arizona State wins because it's probably like plus like $1 million, and you could just put like $10 on that. If it doesn't hit, like you weren't expecting it to anyway, but if they somehow go on some like magical run, that's low key the play because they're not gonna win. But if they do, you know what I'm saying, you could be up. That's probably the only play.
I'm thinking SMU to the playoff, like to the championship, and that's gonna be crazy money. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait, bro. They're the Cinderella, actually. Like watching SMU play, they're actually disgusting.
They're good, but I like Indiana better. I think I would put in a bet for Indiana to take it off before I put in SMU.
They play each other.
They do. But
Indiana's defense is better though.
I like Indiana. Yeah. I like Indiana. Their uniforms are live too. I was rocking them in CFB for like a long time, but I switched to Coastal
Carolina. That's crazy. SMU and Boise. No wait, SMU doesn't have a blue field, do they? Who am I thinking of?
I'm-
Eastern Carolina. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, SMU's field's not blue.
Yeah, no, it's normal. Never mind. Anyways.
Yeah, switching over, we got NBA. NBA's kind of doing good. It's the cup tournament.
Yeah.
Cup tournament right now.
Is it in Final Four?
It's the Final Four.
Yeah.
So Rockets, OKC, Atlanta Hawks versus Bucks is tomorrow. Both of those games are tomorrow to see who goes to the championship for the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Rockets are looking good, man. Hey.
Schengen.
Hey.
Jalen Green did not look good last game though.
Dude, he's been
on a stinker.
He's on a loller coaster. Look at his last 8. It's 41-7, 35-8, 56. It's like every other game with this kid. You know what I mean?
Next game's the generation.
Next game, based on the track. This next game against OKC is the 40 bomb. Bet the over this game. I swear to God. I swear to God. It's every other game. Jalen Green. Look, man. I don't really know what to say. He's not losing us games. Yeah, and I'm not giving up on Jalen Green. I don't care. I know, there's some Rockets fans. There's literally Jalen Green haters.
Yeah,
in the Rockets,
sell him immediately.
In the Rockets fan base, they're like, dude, you need to get Jalen Green out of here. Get somebody else in there. It's like, dude, I don't get how you can give up on somebody like this early. Yeah. There's just no way. I know we're in year 4. I know we just gave him an extension. I know you wanted to be better. And yes, he's a little inefficient and stuff. But inefficiency, you can fix inefficiency so easily. Trading a player just because they're inefficient to me is crazy.
You can't teach that skill that he has to just
that's
getting
what
buckets.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you look at this dude on the court, I don't get how you can see what this dude does and be let's just trade that and replace that.
Or that he's ass.
His potential still hasn't been reached, and that's what's crazy about it. It's and you can see what he does. The games when he got it, bro, he's literally insane, bro. Yeah. He's hitting daggers.
He's explosive as hell.
Explosion. He's hitting crazy Curry style threes in people's mouths. This dude has crazy handles. He's been way better on defense. It's
he plays the passing lanes really well.
Exactly. It's I don't know, bro. I don't get how you can his type of talent. You're just not really gonna get.
You'd rather get rid of him over Van Vliet.
Right.
I know Van Vliet's good, but
you rather get rid of Van Vliet.
Yeah, because I feel like you can get more, and his contract is bigger.
Right.
You can get rid of him and get more back.
Right. And his potential's not as high.
Yeah, and he's older. Yeah, he's older.
Right. So it's I'd rather do that than get rid of Green, where you're you still haven't even seen the peak yet. We're not even at the peak yet. Yeah. And we're still here with this kind of insanity. It's just, to me, I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think you can really get any value, because here's the thing: you trade Jalen Green to another team, he's instantly gonna pop off.
Yeah.
Instantly. Instantly, bro. Any other team he goes to,
except for the Lakers, he would be ass for us.
Yeah, somehow.
He'd be getting 3 points.
Yeah.
2 of 15.
You're gonna get the worst version. Yeah, I don't think you can give up on Green. But the Rockets are insane right now.
Şengün is so dirty too.
Şengün's really good.
Almond.
I mean,
he's cooking.
I mean, you just have to give it up to the Rockets front office for just being able to put together
just drafting really
this kind of team. Drafting well, sticking with the process. It was a long process, rebuilds and shit like that. It takes a while. We had some down years, man. I mean, I remember the Rockets with the wow factor, man, when we had Dude, we had it was called the wow factor, and it was Christian Wood, Victor Oladipo, and John Wall. And dude, they were promoting it, they were the wow factor, but I swear to God. Ask any Rockets fan during the trench years what the wow factor is, they're gonna fucking die laughing. Because dude, we actually were trying to gas up the wow factor, bro. and we were so dust, bro. So fucking
Wow,
dust.
we're really ass.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe how fucking garbage we are. Wow, I can't believe my eyes. Wow, I can't wait to turn this fucking game off. Jesus fucking Christ, it was terrible, bro.
Wow, send the next season.
Wow, we're really just that terrible. Like, wow, we are so down bad. That was the wow factor.
Wow, 40-point loss.
Like, dude, yeah, wow. Yeah, dude. So, shout out to the Rockets for just being able to draft, develop.
It's a good matchup, too, because it's the two teams that built it up from the ground.
Yeah. I like our odds, man. Fuck it. You know.
OKC's defense is nasty, but there is always the chance if you guys pop off.
But the Rockets' defense is really good.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like they're good defensively, but like so are we.
Yeah, but
like,
Shea's been on a tear too, though.
I don't think no one's gonna.
You can't stop him.
You can't stop him. So like, forget it. But like, that's fine. He can have his, bro. He can have his. You just can't let niggas like Lou Dort and shit like that go off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Jalen Williams.
Right. Like, you gotta kind of like keep them contained. Let Shy get his 28.
Stay under like 12 boards.
Yeah.
Like Şengün needs to keep Hardenstein out of the game.
Yeah.
Because Hardenstein has been kind of like just falling into a perfect role.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Hardenstein.
No, honestly. I'm not either.
I'm really not. Like, Şengün really does go in bigs, which like it's surprising because he doesn't seem like he's that big.
No.
But like, he plays bigger than he is, and then he's just like, I don't know, bro. He has like weird movement, bro. I feel like he like moves his body like he's like
his post control is crazy.
Yeah, it's like he moves like Ditto or something like that, where it's just kind of like
transport.
Like, bro, he did this one move on some, or he was like moving back, but then he like faked this way, but then like went this way, but like the whole time it's like his body wasn't moving like you know, like he had like bones and shit. It was like he was just like gelatin like slithering through it. Like, bro, he has weird like movement and like body control, bro. But
the last 2 minutes of the last game against Draymond Green, he was moving nice in the back.
Yeah. Like he has crazy moves that he be working on and shit like that. And when you see him in the game, like just like kind of working in the paint, he has crazy movement. It's like he like does something to like get somebody to bite, and then does like the opposite thing like a lot.
Yeah.
He'll have the ball. He'll like do like a twitchy like I'm gonna go that and then go back this way. And then like still stop hit like, bro, he has a crazy bag, bro.
Yeah, he does.
He has a crazy bag. So I mean, shout out to the Rockets for being able to just like get these kind of pulls, man. Him, Jalen Green. I mean, it doesn't stop. Amen, Cam Whitmore, like you know, Reed Shepherd, you know, Jabari Smith Jr.'s came along.
He's been playing really good. He had some big threes last game.
No, he's been hitting threes lately. Yeah. He's been shooting like 40%.
And he has such a high release too. It's so hard to guard.
Which this is why we drafted him to do. Which is why it was pissing me off, because then he got here and he wasn't hitting shit. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? We drafted this dude to act like KD, and this nigga can't hit a fucking three to save his life. Now he's starting to lock in. You get people playing in the role, then you still have just like the aggression factor of like a Dylan Brooks, where it's like, you know, Dylan Brooks isn't like the scorer or whatever. But it's like sometimes you just kind of need a dog on the fucking team. You know what I'm saying? You just need a dog to just like go in there, stir some shit up, get on defense, get aggressive, like not afraid to get in somebody's face or something. Like,
just stay on one person the whole game and make them a non-factor.
Just make them a non-factor because you're just getting in their head, just like fucking them, like just fucking with them, like just do that, and then like he can still get aggressive, like get some steals, and then like you know he has those games where he kind of gets some buckets, like so it's like. He's not complete dust on offense, but it's like, dude, you still have the dog factor. Like it's just
like a lesser,
it's a good team.
In a way.
Yeah, it's just a good team right now, and I feel like they finally understand it. Like last year, they kind of started cooking towards the end, and you're like, oh, the Rockets, like they could be something, but you know what I'm saying? They kind of started cooking too late. It took till March. It was already cooked. They tried to sneak in. It's too late. But then I feel like this year, they finally came together. They kept pretty much all the players, so they were just like, look. This year, we've been trashed too long.
Yeah, it's time to get the fans.
It's time to lock in. It's time to get the fan. Like, let's get hungry. Fuck all the rebuilding shit, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Which I'm loving it. I'm loving how we look this year. Like so far, I mean, no complaints. They look great. I like our chances against OKC. Fuck OKC.
Yeah,
We're winning.
I would love to see them lose. I
Yeah,
think
fuck
they're
it.
so like. I really don't think they're that
I don't like
good.
them.
I really don't think they're that good. Like they play really well, but I don't think they're that good. Like genuinely.
Yeah, no.
I don't understand how they win games like that, bro. Like that, it can't keep happening.
It's like I feel like most of the time they're playing somebody bad.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can never bet on them because I feel like when I go to bet on them, they're always playing some like dust team, and then it's just like okay, you know they're gonna blow them out. But I mean, even against the good teams, they still go crazy. They just have. Like you said, they're basically just like the Rockets. Like they just have a bunch of depth. They drafted a bunch of players, so it's like they just have a good rotation. And then the Shy is just like
they play good
unstoppable.
team defense.
Yeah, and the Shy just gets the buckets, bro. He's just a bucket getter, bro. There's nothing you can do. And then we got Bucks and Hawks.
Ice Trey.
I like Atlanta.
I like Atlanta. They look crazy right now. Jalen Johnson is insane.
Jalen Johnson's insane. He did sell my bet that one night, but he's won me a lot of money this year also, so I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
But
he's
he did
him.
sell.
He's getting like 15 boards.
He's him, bro. He's already in like some commercial too. There was like some commercial. It was some car commercial or whatever. But like, it was like some funny shit. Like, cause you know the Atlanta like water boys or whatever that like stand out in the street trying to like. So it was like that in the commercial, and like Jalen Johnson was like, "Sorry boys, I gotta get to the game" or something like that. And like it was some shit. But like Jalen Johnson is really good.
Yeah. And Trey. I mean.
Yeah, Trey's going crazy this year.
He's like diming everybody constantly.
Dude.
And everybody's just hitting shots.
Like
they built that team really good too.
Yeah, he's like a double machine just with the assist. I mean, he's getting double digit, and then he's getting like, dude, he's getting like 12 plus assists, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like you look at some of the games he had like 20 plus assists.
Last game I had him for 12 assists, and I think he had 2.5.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting it, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude.
Against the Knicks, too.
Yeah.
Like, they just turn it on sometimes. He turns it on, and, like, I don't know. He just gets that demon in him, and he's like, all right, it's time.
Yeah.
It's the Ice Tray shit. Like, he just goes. He did it against the Lakers, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just cooks.
He's nasty. They made some good additions in the offseason. I think Dyson Daniels just fits their team, low-key. And that's crazy because, like, we watched him. We've been watching Dyson, bro. Like,
he looks so bad on the Pelicans.
He looks so bad on the Pelicans, but
he looks so bad.
I mean, it's probably just the Pelicans. You know.
Did you see what he said today? That he said the Pelicans are cursed.
Which is they are.
He low-key. He had a point.
They are. So he's not wrong.
He said I had like 5 or 6 ankle injuries my 2 years there.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
there's something going on over there. Someone needs to get to the bottom of it, or this team's not going to move forward. Dyson Daniels fits the team. Dude, there's games where he has like 4+ steals, bro.
Yeah.
Like in a game.
Yeah.
Like he's going crazy.
And he's getting a lot of points too. Like him and Trey have a really good connection where he just kind of cuts to the basket right at the right time.
Yeah, and he's like, there was a couple shots like in that last game where, you know, Dyson would kind of like stand back, let Trey get in, and then Trey would pass it to him because the defense would condense and he would hit like a big 3.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see the potential on the Pelicans. Like, there was games where he would show, like, okay, he's him. But, like, obviously...
He didn't have enough time.
He didn't get enough burn because, like, you know, McCollum and shit.
Her.
But, like, And then when he did get burned, it was usually, like, when it wasn't really with, like, the full starters. So you really never got to see it. But, like, you could see a little bit. Because there was games that, like, you know, we would go to where he would kind of do some work, and you're like, all right, you know. But yeah, Dyson's fitting the team. Jalen Johnson, and then Hunter's good too.
Yeah,
Hunter's
Boban or Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
whatever his first name is.
Him. Clint Capella's obviously still just, you know,
mid, but
he's mid, but he takes up space.
Yeah, he does his thing.
So, and then their rookies like up and down, but he's kind of coming along. Richard Sire or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rorschach.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. Isn't he French?
I think so.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they have a good team. I think they can beat the Bucks, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Bucks are good.
They're good.
Yeah.
Giannis and all that, but I just think I think the Hawks are just a little bit more complete.
Dame time versus Ice Trey. Hey.
I like Trey, man.
Yeah,
I like Trey, and I think Rockets Hawks for the In Cup championship would be fucking crazy, bro. Like, I think that's what the people want to see.
Yeah.
The people want to see Rockets versus Hawks.
Yeah.
Atlanta versus Houston. Like, I mean, come on, bro. That's a movie, bro. That's a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to see OKC.
No one wants to see Midwest. Like, what are you talking
Midwest,
about?
middle of America, Tornado Alley. Like, no. We want to see Rockets Hawks.
Yeah.
So hopefully that comes up. Lakers, man. I mean, like, what's going on over there, man?
Yeah.
Y'all kind of mid, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all mid, bro. Like, I like, and
No,
this not me like getting on the Lakers, like, because I'm not a Lakers hater. Like, I don't hate the Lakers at all. And you know,
there's some games where we look really good, and then other games we just look like we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, bad losses, bro.
Yeah.
That Atlanta loss was a bad loss.
It's because it's always been our problem. We can never put teams away.
Yeah.
We get a lead, and then it's like just play defense and get easy buckets. Like, stop letting them get in the paint so easy. We let up so many easy paint points.
Right.
And it's like we play good defense, and then they get an easy run to the basket with 3 seconds left on the clock, and then get an easy bucket. And it's like, but then also the thing is, like, it's LA. Every team plays hard as fuck against them too. And it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Because they're still playing like shit. And there's been a lot of injuries and shit too, but that's still not an excuse. Like OKC, they have crazy injuries.
Right.
Orlando, they have crazy injuries, and they're playing hard, playing good defense. Like, we're just not playing defense and not making shots when we need to make shots.
It's like you have injuries, but it's like your main guys are still there.
Yeah.
And your main guys are still better than like a lot of teams' main guys. Like Braun and AD is better than Jalen Green, Şengün.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, you still gotta kind of go out there. And I think some of these games are just definitely winnable. You're just kind of going out there and kind of stinking a little bit.
I really, it's going to sound a little crazy, but I really think the thing that's holding us back is Jared Vanderbilt hasn't played in a year. And he's like our defensive anchor, really, like guard wise. Like, we put him on Jalen or Jamal Murray, or like we would put him on Shea. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to go out there and get the number one guy, and he just can't get over his knee. Like, he keeps getting fluid back in his knee. He's been out since before playoffs last year.
Who's the guy y'all been running in the starting lineup? Is it Vincent?
Gabe Vincent from Miami. Yeah.
It's you, yo, bro.
He's been balling the last couple games though.
Yeah, but he was on like a stinker run.
Yeah,
though,
he's been on a
weeks.
stinker since we've had him.
Yeah, so it's like he's had a couple games, but like
he's starting to heat up though. I think he
like
needed some time in the starting lineup.
Yeah, because he was doing like straight cardio for pretty much the whole season.
Well, that's Cam Reddish too. Cam Reddish, that's all he does is fucking cardio. He's out there just looking like he doesn't know what to do every single game.
See, but that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like the Lakers have enough like all around. It's like it just seems like the roster is just a little top heavy.
I think a lot of it too is obviously you want to feed AD. Obviously you want to feed LeBron, but I really don't want them taking 25 shots a game apiece and then everybody else under 10 shots.
Right.
That doesn't make sense. You need to have you can't complain about the other pieces not playing well and not scoring and not helping out, and they're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, they're just getting last second shots, like LeBron kicking it out to him for a three. Like, bro, stop.
And it's like,
it's so annoying.
I don't think that this is just like sustainable. Like having this lineup being this top heavy, where it's like, okay, LeBron, AD, and then you got like Reeves, and then like
Rui.
Yeah, but like pretty much after that, like falls off a cliff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, how are you gonna beat teams like OKC, where it's like their literal whole roster is a bunch of dudes that can like just go off. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are you gonna beat some of these teams that are just deep? Like, I feel like that's what it comes down to, especially at playoff time, especially like teams that are deep are teams that win.
And Connect is playing really mid lately.
Right.
Like, bad.
He had
last
like
10 games is like...
Yeah, he had a 2-week stretch where he was kind of looking king, but yeah, I don't know.
It's like we're not getting people good looks. Like, we're just doing the drive inside and try and get it to AD and for a mid range or a deep three, and then like that's a crazy strat. First of all, like trying to get AD a three. I mean, I like that personally. Like, I like him getting threes.
You can shoot him,
but that being the strat is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not in love with it.
and LeBron just jacking up shots, throwing turnovers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that he's taking his little break right now.
Yeah.
I want to see the rest of the team cook.
I think. How can I say it? I feel like they have a problem keeping pace.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like when teams play fast, they're cooked. Like that Nuggets game where it was like, as soon as the Nuggets just like put the, because you know the Nuggets,
If they can make like
they
multiple
can
threes in a row, it's over for us. Like, we
like,
just get so down fast.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
and I feel like y'all have an issue when the game speeds up. You want to slow it down. You want to play through AD. You want LeBron to handle it until, like you said, 2 seconds left on shot clock, put a shot. You want to control the pace, but as soon as it gets into like, you know, boom, 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 like then it's just
we're good in transition, but we're not good at getting like the quick buckets.
Right.
Like we're good at transition, getting into the lane, getting a quick bucket and maybe a free throw.
Yeah.
But not like transition, come down, bang a three.
I feel like y'all have been bad on the perimeter too.
Yeah.
Giving up way too many threes.
Oh yeah, bad.
Way too
Bad.
many. Like
because
that.
they're getting lost because they're worried about the paint because we let up so many easy paint points and then
Right.
they kick it out and it's like.
Like Trae Young was way too open, way too much during that game.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah.
It's just like
Gabe Vincent played really good that game.
yeah, and it's like I'm not a big JJ Redick fan, but I don't think it's like I'm not saying like this
I don't think
is
it's
his
on
fault.
him.
It's
honestly.
not.
Yeah.
I think that there's instances where he could probably make a little bit of better, judgment here and there.
Adjustments and stuff.
But like I think it's ticky tack a little bit. But I don't think it's on him. But I'm still not in love with JJ Redick in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just from like my perspective on JJ Redick is like the reason why he pisses me off is because he talked and acted like he was some like mastermind wizard, like just basketball game guru. And the way he would talk to other people about basketball, it's like if you didn't like, it's almost like he just knew more than you off rip.
Yeah.
Like you try to talk to JJ Redick, but I already know more than you. I already knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already thought about that. Like it's like he just tried to act like he was some Point Dexter of basketball. And now you're sitting there and it's like, you're just not impressing me based on all that shit you were talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, don't try to sit there and act like you just know all this shit. You a rookie coach. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying the Lakers' problems is on you, but stop acting like you some, like, insane mind. Like, just take it back. You are smart. You know basketball. I'm not saying it, but it's like...
It's literally your first coaching job. Just relax.
Just relax, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, even like when the sideline reporter is trying to get like a halftime report, dude, he's breaking off this like scientific method, bro. He's like, no, like, I understand that with Braun, but like, here's the thing, we're trying to get... It's like, dude, chill the fuck out. Shut the hell up. Like,
I think he has a problem with... I think he's trying to prove himself too much. Like,
exactly.
But it's also, like... He's kind of being forced to do it too.
He's being forced to do it because I think he's trying to prove himself
shit
too
about
much.
Yeah.
But like, I think everybody's talking shit about him because he tried to act like he already had he was already proven. Right. Like before this, he had a little podcast and shit, and he was already acting like he was like for whatever reason he was just better than like half the coaches. Yeah. It's like you're really not. Like you're not on the level of like an Ime right now, and like some of these guys that have been around like that are used to coaching. Yeah. And then it's like obviously coaching the Lakers is a tough spot. Yeah. Like that's a tough spot to get your first gig. It's not like you're coaching the fucking Utah Jazz. Yeah. Where it's like they don't even fucking know who the coach is over there.
Yeah, you're coaching the greatest franchise of all time.
Yeah, you're coaching a big franchise, big market. All the cameras are on you every single time. Like, I think JJ just needs to tone it back a little bit. Be a little bit more humble and be a little bit more open to the fact that you don't know every single thing right now. Yeah. And that's fine. But, like, stop acting like you do. Yeah. And then, honestly, this shit will go better. Yeah. Golden State's another one that's mid to me. What do they need? They just need to, like, kind of, like...
I think they need a dominant big.
Yeah. Do you think they just need to blow it up, low-key? Like, it might be kind of just raps, bro.
Steph to the Lakers.
Braun to Golden State.
That'd be fine.
Actually, nah.
That'd be fine, but like, I don't want the pieces. Like, what are they gonna give me that I would want? You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like,
that's the thing with Braun.
No, that's the thing with the Warriors. It's like you can't. There's nothing they don't have anything you want.
Yeah.
It's like like they're like, oh, we want this player, we want this player, but it's like, who are you giving?
Yeah.
Nobody wants Kuminga.
It's
I'm sorry.
It's like that 3-6 team in fantasy. Like you want to make a
Right,
you want to make a push
because they have like one player that you want. It's like, okay, you have whoever, you know what I'm saying? You have Tyree, but the rest of your team is just so bad that it's just like, I literally just can't make a deal.
Yeah.
I can't make a deal.
Like even if I give you 2 of my mid players for your good player, it's like my mid players are just as mid as your mid players.
Right. It's just like, so it's like the Warriors. It's like, okay, you have Steph. And then, like, after that, like, I don't want Korzinski. I don't want Kuminga. I don't want...
Wiggins has been playing good, but I don't think he's going to play good for somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want him. It's
not
like,
Jackson Davis. I don't want him.
It's not like Wiggins is, like, some, like, super young where it's like, okay, you're still getting, like, a Jalen Green where you're like, okay, he still has, like, untapped... Like, this is Wiggins. This is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From here, he's not really going to get much better. And he's probably just going to slowly get worse because he's going to get older and shit. But it's like... and then like what? You're not gonna. No one's trading for Draymond Green. It's just like who else are you gonna get from this team? Kevon Looney? Like, bro, there's no moves you can make, bro. Like
I like Kuminga personally, but he's so inconsistent. But I feel like he'd be really good on another team. Like if he was on like the Pistons or something, I think he would be really good. I really do. I think he's like a genuinely really good talent.
Yeah.
He can't shoot free throws to save his life, and he's super inconsistent. But I think he's in that Jalen Green spot where like he can blow up, and he has that potential, but it's like not quite there yet.
Yeah.
He's obviously not as explosive as
Green.
But I like the bag.
I just don't think he's enough to move the needle when you're like in a Warrior situation where you're trying to milk as much whatever's left out of this, like, you know, Steph, you know, dynasty run, whatever. You're trying to get whatever's left out of it. I just don't think that Kuminga's enough to move the needle where you're like, we're trying to make a trade for, you know, whoever's top player. Yeah. It's like and I'm obviously making this up, but just for like the point, it's like Kuminga's not going to be enough for like, you know, Anthony Edwards or something, or like, you know,
or Paul George,
Anthony Towns or something. It's like you're not going to be able to get some top big like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like most teams, they want
Gobert,
you know, probably like 2 players.
But also, it's like,
picks.
Who wants to go there? I mean, Draymond beefs with fucking every player on the team.
Right. And then it's like, you know, even if you do go to Golden State, you probably got like a year or 2 left of like Steph, and then you're just over there on the island. Like, they're gonna be dust soon. Yeah. That's the thing about Golden State. Like, you're gonna be dust in about.
And Kerr's been kind of dust, and Curry's been kind of dust this year too.
Like Curry, Curry ain't even been like lighting it up like
he's
that.
He's getting like maybe 5 assists and maybe 20 points.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And he's maybe hitting like 2 or 3 threes.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even going on like them big tears anymore. Yeah. Which, like, you know, it's still in him. Like, you know, he's still gonna have his nights or whatever. But it's just not really the stay anymore. So it's like, you know, Curry's not going to be playing it. Like, Curry's not going to be playing in 3 years, I don't think. Like, in 3 or 4 years, I don't think Curry's going to be on the court.
He might try and stick it out, though.
If they can bring somebody like a Braun or something like that to finish out. But, like, they're not going to get Braun.
I know, but even if he, like, if they don't get Braun, I think Curry just has that in him that he has to, like,
keep playing.
Yeah, he's going to just keep playing, like, until he's old. Like Chris Paul.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just keep going.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could see, but
his play style is good for that too. Cause well, I mean, it isn't really because he's going back and forth off screens and shit,
like shifty and stuff.
But yeah.
But I mean, we just saw him in the Olympics. Like, obviously, he's still insane. Yeah. Like, he still can do everything. I just think that the team right now with Golden State just not built for him to really cook like he could. Like, because like, I think he was better when they just had other distractions and he could just kind of move around. Then you lose him. Then you're like, fuck, where's Curry? Then he's like already getting the ball 30 deep, like, you know what I'm saying, in your mouth. So it's like, in a way, it might be just time for Curry to leave Golden State.
To the Thunder, imagine.
I mean, to any of these teams.
No, imagine him on the Thunder.
I don't. But I think if he went to, like an OKC, if he went to Timberwolves,
if
he went to, you know, Phoenix Suns maybe and went back with Kevin Durant. Like I mean, like something.
Stop.
I mean,
I
but
don't want to see that.
I don't. No one wants to see it, but I think Curry needs to do something like that, low key.
It has to be somebody that has like a couple stars, but they don't have like a big three.
Right, and he could just be that final piece to help a team really get there. And I think that that's what he should do to end it out.
Sixers, Maxey for Curry, like Maxey and a pick for Curry. Would that be even?
I just wouldn't want to go to the Sixers. If
I know, but as far as like teams wise,
probably you get a young star that you can kind of build around, try to develop.
I think the Warriors would like it, and I think the Sixers, like Embiid would be like, please, I need something. But
Maxey, you might have to throw in like McCain.
Yeah.
Too.
I'll take it. What are you talking about? You could throw in Pajinski or whatever too, with the Warriors trade.
And I just don't think Curry would like. I don't want to go play with Embiid.
Maxey, Wiggins, Kuminga, that would be kind of dirty.
Yeah. I just wouldn't want to play with Embiid if I was Curry.
Yeah.
To end it out, like fuck that, bro.
I would. If I'm anybody, I don't want to play with Embiid, bro.
Yeah.
You saw he broke his nose today?
Yeah. He played like half the game and then like just like did like bro, you could have put on a mask and like kept playing. Like that's the thing about Embiid. It's just like fucking Embiid, bro. Like,
I feel like he just gives up.
Yeah. I feel like he can't wait until he gets like the first like contact to where he could just like dip out the game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's waiting to get out the game.
Yeah.
Like as soon as somebody like hits him in the back and he takes a bad shot, he's like, well, that's it for the game. It's like, bro, come on.
Like that paycheck.
Yeah, it's like, bro, dude, you could have played through that. Like, I'm just saying, bro.
They
like,
didn't put stipulations in his contract. You have to play a certain amount of games.
Like, I get, like, if you, like, take an ankle roll and your ankle goes out and then you're like, okay, like, that was pretty bad. Like, I get if he doesn't play the rest of the game, they're already up or whatever. But it's like, some of the times you're like, all right, bro. Like, this nigga be, like, low-key kind of just milking it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So, I don't know. If I was Curry, they were talking about trading me, Sixers would be low on my list. I'd be like, fuck that.
I don't even know where he could go, though. That is the thing.
Who?
Curry.
The teams I just said.
I know, but even then, like, what are you gonna give up? They already have like their guards.
Give up your guard. I'm giving up something. If
it is tough.
If I'm a team that has a chance to win this year and next year, like you're in a window where you could like make some noise, I'm getting Curry, bro. I'm giving up whatever. I'm giving up whatever for the most part. I would love to see him in the Rockets. And like, bro, help us. You destroyed our hopes for however many years during the fucking Harden era, and you crushed us, and that shit sucked. Now do us a favor. Come to our team and help us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
help us get to the next level. Yeah, get rid of Van Vliet. Fuck it.
Yeah, Van Vliet and like
because him playing in our team would be literally perfect.
Yeah.
Because we have Şengün that we play through. We have other players like Jalen, Jabari, and all these guys. So you're not the guy, the only guy. And it's going to just open it up for him. And it would literally take us to the next level.
Yeah.
But Curry's never going to put on a Rockets jersey.
Yeah.
He's never going to do it, bro. He's never going to put on a Rockets jersey. That's why I didn't even say us. I didn't even say us. He's not going to play for us.
It would be nasty, though.
It would be, but he's not going. He literally... Him and Klay Thompson will never put on that Rocket jersey.
I just really want y'all to get rid of Van Vliet. That's really the big thing, bro.
Yeah, I know. Bro, everything... I think... if you do Van Vliet, this nigga want to get rid of him bad, boy.
I hate watching him play. He's so boring.
He is boring.
He's so boring.
He's a smooth 15.
God.
He's smooth 15.
He's like McCollum. Like, yeah. I don't want to watch him.
I don't want... Yeah. I mean, I'm not... Yeah, he's not exciting. He's not exciting. Like I said, if I'm not mad at getting rid of fucking Van Vliet, but damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga already got his ticket punched. Piece of shit. Flipping pages to the NFL. Got some good matchups this week.
Yeah.
Teams trying to clinch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what these playoff seedings are going to be like.
Keep it in Houston?
Starting off with the first one, Texans versus Dolphins. The Texans are at home. I don't know who's favorited, but first game off the bye. Playing the Dolphins, they're kind of surging a little bit.
Yeah. I still like y'all, to be honest.
I'm never going against my team. I'm just not worried about them like people. Like I think people think like. Well, I don't really think people think, but I think like people are like, oh well, like Tyreek Hill and like but it's like, dude, the Texans are really good defensively.
Really? I think
Like,
A-Chain could have a day. I
don't really think A-Chain.
Out of all the players on the Dolphins, I think A-Chain would be the most likely to have a day against
I think
y'all.
A-Chain. I low-key think Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, Johnny low-key.
Because I think like with Aziz being out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Aziz is out.
Yeah, which free Aziz, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, off the record. All right,
that was shit.
Yeah,
that
okay. Let's get into that. Fuck the game. All right, I'm taking Texans Dolphins. I'm taking Texans.
Yeah.
Stingley's boxing. Tyreek Hill.
Lassiter, Waddle.
That's a fucking dog kennel. Tua, bro, like come on, bro. Like, dude, their offensive line is not that good. They're gonna have to go against Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, Danico Autry, and we're getting Chris Harris back, the linebacker, number 48 from Alabama. Yeah, dude, I'm not worried about it. This game's over. We had a bye week. We're well rested. Everyone's going to get involved.
And it's at home.
I think this is a Nico Collins day. Jalen Ramsey's dust. Like, he's not really doing shit anymore. Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, like, Joe Mixon. Is their run defense good? Not really. Yeah.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Joe Mixon. This game's over. Okay. So now, now we can get into it. First of all, free Aziz. But, like, what do you think about it? Because I know how I feel about it. But what do you feel about the Aziz Al-Shaair hit on Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I thought it was a fair hit, to be honest. I mean, like it was getting close, but I feel like it's football. You're gonna get hit. I mean, you didn't suspend whatever his name was for hitting Tua and giving him a permanent concussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on any of the occasions where that's happened to him. And it's basically the same thing. So how are you going to do that to Aziz when Trevor Lawrence is literally known for the fake slide?
Right. And running.
Yeah.
And like diving forward for more yards.
Yeah, I thought it was shit.
Yeah.
Especially in that game too.
Yeah.
Because it was close and no, it was Mickey, and especially 3 games too.
3 games is heavy.
And I think the suspension policy is crazy. Like not being able to contact anybody on the team, not even go in the facility for the whole suspension.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. You can't even go to practice. You can't put on your pads and like go out there and game plan.
Or at least be on like the sideline.
You can't even watch film.
Yeah, like I get not like being able to practice, but like I mean at least being on the sideline, being able to be in the facility.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's
over a hit.
Way OD.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My stance, here's the thing about nowadays with the quarterbacks, because of the rules. I feel like a lot of them are playing that line where they want to get extra yards.
And they know that they can get the flag, too.
Right. They know that they can get the flag. So then they try to go and run until the last possible second and then just try to get down.
Mm-hmm. And
then they think that, okay, if I run as close as I can to the linebacker and then just fall down, I'm sliding, that the linebacker is just supposed to levitate over you in a split second. Like, to me, that's like absolutely insane. I think that when it comes to the sliding and shit, there's a point of no return, in my opinion. Like, you can't just go outside the pocket and then now you're around the first down marker, so you've made it 10 yards downfield. And now we just want to slide. Now that like the linebackers are right in your face, at that point you have to lower your shoulder and just take the hit like a running
or
back.
try and make a move.
Try to make a move, take the angle to go out of bounds. But like I said, I don't think Trevor Lawrence gets hurt if you just lower your shoulder and just take the hit regular, and then you probably just get up.
Yeah, you're just giving yourself up.
Right.
You're just giving yourself up.
It's a hard hit. Yeah, it's a linebacker. But if you lower your shoulder and just take the hit, you probably get up and you play the next play.
Yeah.
But since you cradled up into a ball and tried to slide at the last minute, you literally open your head up to getting hit like that and then hitting back onto the turf. Like, sliding is such a bad idea if you're not in complete open space. That's the point of the slide. The point of the slide is I'm in complete open space. I'm okay with giving up right now. I know I could probably get 5 8 more yards. But I picked up as much as I want. I'm going to slide now, give myself up, touch me down.
Yeah.
That's the point. The point isn't I'm going to run until I'm literally in the linebacker's face and then sit.
Yeah.
That's not sliding.
No.
That doesn't count. You get to a point where you just have to either take the hit, go out of bounds, or you have to slide earlier.
Yeah.
I think the slide was way too late. And I think when people try to take that screenshot of look at where, dude.
The momentum is crazy.
The momentum is crazy, and after that picture where it looks like he took like 3 more steps.
Yeah.
He took like 3 more steps and literally tried to slide. When his knee, that first knee, like goes on the ground, Aziz was already like in his face.
Yeah.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Trevor Lawrence get hurt. You
want it to be as safe as possible.
You want to be as safe as possible, but at the same damn time, where they get paid millions of dollars because of the risk that comes with playing this sport at a high level.
And the quarterbacks have to have some accountability at some point.
Exactly.
I think that's the biggest thing is the accountability.
Yeah.
We're putting it all on the defensive players. Like every play is, what did the defense do wrong? What did the defense do wrong? What did the defense Can we please call something on the offense?
Right. It's like you can't the quarterback take bad hit.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it, but you can't just say, okay, that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be some accountability offensively in an era where it's already super offensive heavy. They want points, they want touchdowns, they want big plays, they want all this. It's already hard to play defense nowadays. You can't be as physical. You can't
touch a receiver for 5 yards.
Right.
Past 5 yards.
You can't do even in zone coverage. In mesh routes and stuff like that. You used to be able to be a little handsy and this like that. Can't do any of that stuff anymore. Illegal touching, illegal shift, all this, all this stuff.
They literally used to lay people out in the middle of the field just for running a route.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That all the quarterback stuff. It's like you can't even hit a quarterback in certain spots, or it's roughing the passer, this and that. It's like there's so many things that have made it hard to play defense, and then they're still getting penalized for offense putting themselves in a bad position. It's not the defense's job to protect offensive players.
Yeah,
the defense's job.
Yourself,
the defense's job is to play fucking defense at a high level, fast and physical. That's the point of defense. That's why we give praise to defensive players that play like that, because that's the point. The point isn't I'm gonna play defense hard, but wait, I don't want to wait.
I'm gonna let him come down and catch it because he has to be safe when he catches it.
Right. Or the running back's coming, right at me, but I don't want to hit him like that because I want to make sure that he's up. Fuck that.
Yeah, nah.
You get the millions.
I don't want to just wrap him up. I want to fucking lay him out. What are you talking about?
You get the millions of dollars to play this game because it is risky.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Not everybody can do it. It takes high-level athleticism. It takes will, and it takes a certain mindset of when I get in this field,
I'm a demon.
I'm a demon, and any play, my whole leg can be twisted backwards.
Yeah.
Any play, my shoulder can fall off the bone. Any play, my Achilles can just explode.
Yeah.
Any play,
I can get the most severe CT.
Right. Any play, I can catch a pass over the middle and fucking Foye Aluakun just mouths me in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Any play. Yeah. That's why you get paid this much, right? So it's
that's why you play the game, not even the pay part of it. That's why you play. You love the physicality of football. You love being able to there's no football player that doesn't
hitting.
Yeah,
that's the fucking point of
That's the whole point.
So that's what I'm saying. And then like I said,
it's like saying no buckets in basketball. What are you talking about?
Right. Or no posters.
Yeah.
You can't poster because it's disrespecting, you get hurt because it's no, bro. That's what makes it good. And I think there has to start being okay, if you're actually gonna slide, then slide early. And if a quarterback slides late, that has to be a fine where it's look, you're because sliding late, you're making it unsafe for yourself too. Yeah. It's not just it's more unsafe for you to slide crazy late. That is unsafe for you. How many quarterbacks have gotten knocked out like that for sliding late because you put yourself in that open position? Just lower your shoulder and take the fucking hit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Fields is fine every game just because he does that. Fine. Yeah, Josh Allen,
Lamar.
Yeah, it's like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Like they're going and trying to get the extra yard. They're hitting, like they're gonna slide when they have to slide, but they're not.
When they're in open field, like Hurts is very good at that. When he's in open field, he's gonna slide, but there's no one around. But then if he's in a situation where there's people around, he's gonna put two hands on the football, cover up, and just be like, I'm gonna just lower my shoulder. Yeah, at a certain point, you're past the point of I'm giving up. Yeah. No, at a certain point, you're in the secondary.
Yeah.
You're in secondary with the linebackers and the free safety. Nah, you gotta lower your shoulder. Yeah, it's open field. You gotta lower your shoulder. Nah, you can't go down now. Nah, if you go down now, it's flag. That's flag, bro. That's flag. Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when the offensive and defensive line are like hitting each other every single play, as hard as they can.
Hard as they play, trenches every single time, and then it's like quarterback. No.
And they're protecting you, and then you don't want to protect yourself.
And then a running back.
Yeah.
A running back literally just like can't slot. Like some positions like just don't even have that ability to do that. Like a wide receiver or a running back is going to go over the middle and he has to lower his shoulder and take every single hit.
That's
and they can get hit stupid hard in crazy ways. Nothing's going to get called.
Yeah, line back up.
Right, but quarterback, like you hit the dude, well. And it's like, I get it. They sell the tickets and like you need your friend. If your quarterback gets hurt, like your season's cooked kind of. But it's like, dude, you play the game, bro. Like you gotta play the game, and you can't be doing this stuff, and we can't be putting this much protection on certain positions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Yeah. You know, and 3 games is definitely way too heavy.
Yeah.
For someone he's never been suspended. He's never been suspended.
Yeah.
3 games, and then they're like, well, he has like a past history, dude. His other fines were like for like roughing the pass or like something like. Yeah. His fines were fines that every defensive player that's played the game longer than 5 years has on their record.
Yeah, especially a linebacker too.
Especially like Myles Garrett, like all these dudes probably have gotten the same fines that he has gotten. And suit like whatever.
Lawsuit.
It's like a lot of these guys have gotten these same probably little ticky tack because it was stuff like that where it was like maybe a late hit. Hands to the face here. They gave
or put a little bit extra torque on the tackle.
They gave him fines because you know how NFL is now. Like you can get like
they want money.
I think Anthony Richardson got a fine because he was running the ball and like lowered his head, and that was a fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can get fined for little things. So he got fined, but that doesn't mean he's like some dirty player. And then now he makes one bang bang play hit, and now he gets a 3 game. Kareem Jackson was like the king of late hitting. And he got thrown out of.
Crazy statement.
Look at Kareem Jackson, bro. Yeah. He was like late hitting, like when he was on the Broncos, he was late hitting like a demon, and just bad hits and stuff like that. And he got ejected from multiple games, and got fined multiple times before he ever got an actual suspension.
Right.
That's multiple times. That's track record. You got ejected multiple times. You've done it multiple times. All these fines, all these hits, different scenarios where you're literally like,
no warning.
Yeah, you're literally doing it bad, and then you get it, the suspension. But this dude does it one time, in a bang bang, and now all of a sudden he's like some devil. It's like to me that's just crazy.
It's got so many eyes on it, and I think it's also got to do with Trevor Lawrence being like the golden boy type of player.
And, like I said, you don't want to see nobody get hurt. Like, it seems like Trevor Lawrence is doing good, but I just think that whole situation was just bad, man. Free Aziz, bro.
Good's an overstatement.
Yeah.
He hasn't been good all year.
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
No. He was terrible this year, if we're being honest. They honestly looked better once he got out the game.
Mm-hmm.
Once he got out the game and Matt Jones caught it, then they started cooking.
Yeah.
When Trevor Lawrence was in, he threw like a pick to Sting Lee. He was
he's super mid.
He was overthrowing, but I think his shoulder's like cooked right now or something like that. That's what they said. I don't know. But
since week 1? When has he been good? Name one game. Because I remember when he played us. Yeah, are we supposed to be one of the most ass teams in NFL?
Yeah.
And what happened when he played us?
He didn't look good.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Nah, he's looked terrible this year. Terrible. So he's had a terrible year.
But yeah, that was atrocious.
But yeah, that was terrible. Free Aziz, free Zero.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, Texans.
And Dolphins, good night.
Yeah, Dolphins, good night. What other game do I want to talk about from this list? Bills, Lions. I mean, dude.
It should be a good game.
It should be a good game. I don't really give a fuck who wins, though.
Can't wait for James Cook to sell my playoff dreams.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, fuck both of these teams. Like, you can't really bet on like any of these, any of those teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I guess we can jump to Bears Vikings.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we talk about our teams. You know, Texans and Bears. We talk about them a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. I was very disappointed on how the Bears came out last week.
Yeah, that was bad. 2 yards in the first half to 300.
I was very disappointed.
Bro, what? That's actually like one of the worst half performances I've ever seen. I was watching on my phone at work, and at like first quarter, like 4 minutes left, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not watching this the rest of the day. Like, and you saw how the Niners looked yesterday. Like,
they're not a good team. Bro.
Yeah, like I don't understand. I just don't get it.
That was horrible.
I really just don't get it.
That was horrible.
And it's not even on Caleb. Like, he's just getting sacked every fucking play. Like, can we please figure it out? What is going on? Why is he getting sacked 60 times in a year? Why is he like double digit ahead of sack and getting sacked? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you literally can't call a play because they're not gonna block. And it's so crazy that some games they look really good. Like, I bet you this week when we play the Vikings, I bet you they look really good. And the Vikings defense is insane. So I bet you we look really good, and Caleb has a really good game, and the protection's good. DeAndre Swift can get some yards. Like, I guarantee it. And it's always going to be contrasted to the most shit game you've ever seen in your life. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It truly does not make sense.
Yeah. Why I was disappointed, I agree with all that,
Yeah.
by the way.
Good job, their ass.
Yeah. Why I was disappointed was you fire the head coach. Usually in the NFL, when a team fires their head coach, they usually follow up that next game, and you don't have to win. And it's not like people think that they're going to win, but usually like that team comes in that next week and they have like a different spark, a different juice. And you're like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? They're rallying behind their interim head coach, and, you know, and a lot of the times they usually even end up winning and like shocking the world, where you're like, bro, they fired their coach and then they came out, you know, they came out beast. They just had like a different, they had a different energy. They were calling different plays. They just said, fuck, like, they just came out looking like a completely different unit because they fired their coach, and now they're coming in with just new energy. Yeah. And we saw the complete opposite. Like, it was almost like they looked a little bit worse in a way. Like, it was just
not
like...
a little.
It was like... I
that was the second game we played all season where we lost by more than one possession.
Right.
And it was the worst... Like, it was honestly worse than the Patriots game. Even though the Niners are better, and the Patriots game was at home, and the Niners game was in 49ers. Like, we've had this season to progress.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, we're supposed to come out with the energy.
Right.
Especially
after firing your coach. After firing your coach, you're supposed to come out with like.
And all the players are talking shit, like saying, "Yeah, finally, like Abrams is gone." Clearly, y'all weren't that happy.
Just to shit the bed.
Y'all weren't that happy.
Like, yeah. So it's like you come out and you have that type of performance. I mean, that's bad. I mean, you have single-digit yards in the first half. Yeah. That's abysmal. I watched the game. Yeah. Well, I watched the first half. I mean, I turned it off after that.
Yeah, why would you watch the second?
I watched the first half because I had Caleb Williams because I was trying to fight for a fantasy playoff spot. When I started Williams because Jaden Daniels was on bye. Yeah. So I wanted to watch just to see what happened. And I was very pissed off after that first half because I thought he was going to completely sell my fucking chances of winning. Because, like, I mean, it looked that bad. Yeah. Like, it was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how we're not getting any yards. I don't know what plays we're running. Everybody looked Just complete lackadaisical. No one had any type of energy. The play calling was completely lackluster.
It's like trying to play safe when you don't need to play safe.
Right. It was like it just looked so lackluster.
Yeah.
And I just don't get why the Bears at this point in the year we're just not letting it all. Like I know.
Why are we trying to game manage?
Right.
Yeah.
I know the blocking's bad. I know the running game could probably be better, but probably it's because of the blocking for the most part. I know that there's some things that could have been better. I know we were 4-2 at one point, and now we're not, and it's not looking good. I get all that, but why are we going in these games like trying to really be methodical about the shit at this point?
Yeah.
At this point, go into these games and just let it fucking rip. Damn.
Let him just.
I mean, like, what are we scared about?
Let
What are we scared about calling? Like, I look at some of the play calls and I'm like, was that literally what we came out with on the first drive of the game?
Yeah.
What, we did inside zone twice and then we tried to do a comeback route to Keenan?
Yeah.
That was the plan? Usually the first drive is like the scripted drive where you're running like whatever plays. It's like, bro, just go out into the fucking game and just fucking sling the damn rock and do something. Call some different shit.
And the defense looked bad.
Who
too.
cares?
The defense looked really bad.
Yeah, the defense looked bad, but it's like, dude, why are we holding back? Just go out into the game and just call shit. Fuck it. Like, just, like, we're going to motion Swift out, block these two, then we're going to actually say, I don't even, just draw some shit in the sand.
Something, yeah.
Like, I mean, at this point, because, like, what if it doesn't work? Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
It's not like the shit that we're trying to scheme up that's so intricate is working either. That shit sucks too. So just fucking air it out.
And
Damn.
Caleb's good enough to make shit happen. Let's just give him, like, let him run some crazy shit. Like, get the dust off the playbook. Let's get into some weird shit that he can,
He wants
like,
to run.
Yeah.
But I feel like the offense has looked better when y'all just go air raid.
Yeah, it really does.
Just go
just
air
say fuck
raid,
it.
bro.
Just say fuck it.
Fuck trying to run the ball a million times. And honestly,
I hate saying that as a Bears fan too, though. But it
it's
is nice.
like, but like, and here's the thing, because like you do have Swift, but like honestly, Swift wants air raid too.
Yeah, he does.
Swift likes air raid, bro.
He does.
He wants to be in space. He doesn't give a fuck about getting runs in between the tackles, bro.
He wants to take a screen pass.
He wants to check the defensive end, get a little check, like, you know, okay, I'm helping on the block, swing out, and then you can dump it down to him. He wants to do Texas routes. He wants to do shit like that. And then, like, everybody on this offense wants to go air raid, but it seems like it's like, no, let's try to run a Texan style like we have Joe Mixon. No, you don't have Derrick Henry. You don't have Brian Robinson Jr. You don't have any of these players. So stop trying to do this shit. Just go air raid. Fuck it. Like, I don't get. And then, especially at this point in the season, we're 4-9, 4-10. Bro, open up the book, bro. I want to see off rip throwing, bro. Off rip down.
He hasn't thrown a pick in like 250 or 60 passes.
So why are we playing?
Yeah,
dude.
Like if he can make the judgment and not throw it into harm's way, let him try and do that. Like, I don't understand. Just let him fucking rip it.
Yeah, I just don't get at this point of the season playing scared as the Bears when obviously the season's cooked.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's obviously a lot to work on, but like at this point in the season, you're just trying to see what you have, bro.
Yeah.
Who's gonna stick around? Who's gonna be around at the end? Who
wants to fight?
Right. Who's players that we can keep around and really build something with?
Yeah.
Let's see what this offense looks like. Let's see what this thing looks like. I think defensively, you know, they've fallen off.
Yeah, we had a lot of injuries on defense right now.
But
too.
like,
but it
I
still
feel like
doesn't look good.
I feel like as a defense, it's hard to play motivated once your team kind of gets in this weird funk.
Yeah. Especially when the offense isn't getting any yards.
Yeah, I mean the offense has 2 yards at half. It's like,
can you get a first down?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the defense is bad, but it's like, if I'm a defensive player, there's no way I can go out there after like my offense literally hasn't shown me they can move the ball, and then be like, damn, now I gotta go out and like try to guard Christian McCaffrey. Like, you're just like, dude, I don't even give a fuck about tackling. Like, you know, fuck it. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just like, you can't really blame it all on the defense. I just think that to me, this season has been a crazy failure for the Bears. It almost seems like they've regressed. Yeah. Like, you know, like to me,
last season it was bad at the beginning and we got good at the end.
Last year it was bad at the beginning, but it was still better because it it was bad where y'all weren't scoring points. You just weren't finishing games at the end or starting too late, or you know what I'm saying. That's what the problem was last year. Was the first 2 quarters or the first quarter or something, like we weren't doing nothing, but then y'all opened it up at the end and then it looked fine. Yeah. But then you just couldn't close it out.
We were doing that at the beginning of this year and stuff too, but it's like
and then it's like and then got better as the year went on. Offense looked way better. Defense obviously looked better at the end of last year. And then this year, it's like offense looks abysmal. Defense is getting worse by the day because everybody's getting injured and people are stop caring. Coaching seems worse somehow. Like,
well, we're running a passing game coordinator. Head coach.
This team's shit.
And the DC hasn't called a play all year, and then now he's the head or the play caller. You know what I mean?
This team is bad, man. I mean, I don't know if it's just like a franchise thing where it's just like no matter what they do, they're just never going to be able to get it right. But
I told you it wasn't flus.
Yeah, I mean, the team is no good, man. The team is no good. There's a lot of work to be done. Obviously, it starts in the draft. Gonna have to get O-linemen. Gonna have to get people that can block. I think that's just the main focus right now. Is just trying to get some players that can fucking block on this damn team.
Yeah, we have a first, second, and 2 thirds. So I mean,
you have to go O-line heavy.
Yeah.
And maybe if there's a free agent or somebody you can trade in, go with it. I just feel like you have to go straight protection.
Yeah.
And then you can really maybe see what it looks like next year.
We need center and 2 guards, and that's.
Yeah, I mean, and then you just
our tackles play decent, but it's hard to hold up when you have the inside getting smacked every single time.
And then it's like you just don't have a lot of time because the teams in your division are just so good. Yeah. So you have to get good.
Yeah.
You can't be mid in the NFC North.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Like it's unlucky, but it's like you're gonna have to deal with the Lions for the next. All the Lions players are young, so you're gonna have to deal with them for the next decade. Then Packers players are young. Jordan Love, you're gonna have to deal with them. They're young. Like you're gonna. It's tough. Vikings.
They're not young, but they're good. Yeah.
Vikings are not young, but they're good. But like they have young pieces. Like Jefferson's young, Addison's young. Like Hawkinson ain't that old. Them niggas gonna be there. Like you know what I'm saying. Grenard, like their defensive line's pretty young. Van Ginkel, like these dudes are still gonna be here for like 5 years. It's like you have to kind of like get good now, but there's so much work to be done. But it's hard to kind of improve when you have to go through this gauntlet every year. Yeah. But there literally just hasn't been any improvement. There's nothing to hang your hat on this year. Like what do you hang your hat on this year?
Caleb.
Nah.
Unfortunately, the one thing I didn't want to hang my hat on.
Yeah, he's been the only there's been some flashes, but this season
even DJ Moore looks like he's regressed now.
Yeah.
Kokomet, he's not getting any touches.
Yeah, he's been fucking dust this year. Holy shit.
It's just that he's not running routes because he has to sit and block. And even when he does run routes, it's getting boxed.
They're mid, yeah. Dude, this team is fucking abysmal, bro.
Adunze's looked pretty good too, though.
No, he had a good game last week. But I mean, it was garbage time. So how can you really evaluate it?
He looks good when he gets looks, but he doesn't get looks very often.
Yeah. Which is like.
He gets a look when Caleb's like, fuck him.
But that's the thing. Like, every single player we just said, we're like, no, DJ Moore's, he's doing, he looks fine, but he's just not getting looks. Cole Komet, he's doing fine. So who's getting the looks?
Exactly. Well, the offensive line. The offensive line's getting the looks because they're letting everybody through.
How is everybody good, but not a single person is getting any burn?
Yeah.
How is not one person getting burned? Yeah. Like, what is going on, bro? Holy shit. Not one person's getting any type of work in this damn system?
That's bad.
Shit. God, bro, this shit is so frustrating, bro. I could not be a Bears fan, bro. Okay, being a Texans fan was just as bad, so I'm not going to act like we're on some, high horse. We're better now, but, we still have our issues. But
at least you didn't have hope that the team was good at that point. You know what I mean?
When we were dust, we were dust. And that was just it. We went into the season, we knew it was over. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Bears are always in this thing where it's they have the pieces to be competitive, but for whatever reason you're just not.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I feel like every year we have a 10-win team and then we have 4 wins on the season.
Right. I don't get it. I don't get how we get to this spot every single year. It's almost like they're doing a challenge where it's like each season it's like, can we find a new way to fuck it up? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand with the talent that's on this team and the players. I mean, before the season, I'm not giving Caleb any slack either because before the season, this was the best situation of all time for a quarterback to go in. So easy. You just got to go in, press start, and drive the car. Yeah. Well, the car ain't going very far. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Got the alternator.
Yeah, we ain't made it that far. Might need gas or something. Something to get this engine going. Yeah. This team's dust. This team's fucking dust, bro. Fuck it.
I can't wait to win this week. Why?
They could win. Like
we should have beat them the first time.
Dude, you should have won the past 3 games, bro.
Not
like,
last game.
Not last game.
Not last game.
Lions.
The only 2 games.
Lions, Patriots. Those should have been wins.
The other games were we could have won the games.
There's been maybe 4 games where it's you're for sure losing, but I feel like for most of the time there's been a chance and you just don't. I don't really know what to say.
There's been 4 games where we're for sure winning and we lose.
Yeah, Bears, bro, just get them out. Just get them out. So on the next year, send it in.
Damn.
Honestly, man, that's really all I gotta say. Anything else you want to talk about?
We got Louisville and Kentucky basketball tomorrow. Probably gonna get smoked. Do not like that.
Yeah.
Don't like that. But they have a new coach. We have a new coach. Our team looks good. One of our best players just got out for the season. Not happy about that. But we still have Chucky, and you never know. Could shock it. I would love to see that. We need to beat Kentucky. Fuck the Wildcats. Beat them in football. We smashed them. It's time to just double down, smack them in basketball, crush all their hopes. I mean, that's all we need. There's been upsets all year. Might as well upset them.
I mean, basketball is definitely one of those ones where it can happen. Yeah. I mean, basketball is definitely, especially college basketball, it's really any given day. Your team could just fold.
And we have a good team.
Yeah. And it's a good
matchup.
Well. It's an in-state matchup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, there's possibility there. Yeah. Obviously, Kentucky's probably favored for a reason.
Yeah, they're number 5 in the country.
So,
or 6 maybe. Look,
it's gonna take it's gonna take some heroics. You know what I mean? It's gonna take some heroics. But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Every given Saturday, somebody can go down, and maybe this is just the year that Louisville just has a little bit of glory, a little bit of charge behind the tires.
Yeah, our coach does have a lot of energy behind the team. He's got the fan base back into it. Since they took away our championship and put all those fines on us and the postseason ban for 4 years or whatever it was, that shit just destroyed the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that there's no hope for the team. You can't, even if your team's good, you can't even do anything because you're banned.
Right.
For something that happened a decade ago, that none of the players now, none of the coaching staff now, nobody, even then, it was just a couple, not even part of the main team, it was scouts that were part of it. So, they just ruined the whole shit, and we finally have...
That's actually fucked.
And we were one of the premier teams, we won a national championship.
Right.
And they took it away.
That's crazy, yeah. Getting the national championship ripped away is crazy, bro.
Yeah, the Kevin Ware national championship. That was the year.
Yeah.
The Kevin Ware, they took that away. Act like it didn't happen. Are you kidding me?
I know. That's bad.
But anyways, we actually looked strong and had some bad losses, the Tennessee got smoked. We played Duke. We actually should have won that game. We lost by 6.
I mean, y'all would probably make the main NCAA tournament though.
Yeah, I think it just depends on how we play because it's some games we look.
You need some
dominant.
big win. This is the time to get a big win to get on the map.
And it's the ACC,
right?
So I mean, we have plenty of chances to get a big wins.
Right. You just need to get some big wins, but I think you can make the tournament. Probably, and make some noise. I mean, I don't think y'all are like the worst team out there.
Look, we're one of the best franchises in college basketball of all time, so it's time to bring it back and L's up, baby.
Y'all probably like a player or two away, if I'm being honest, from being like back to glory.
Yeah.
But like,
we have some nice players right now, but they're young. So
yeah.
But the women's basketball team,
are they good or no?
They're supposed to be, but it's like 8 freshmen and like true freshmen, and they're good. They're really good players, but it's not getting it done. We've lost like half of our games because half of the games have been against like UConn, like top teams in the country. Like
USC's nasty, the women's or whatever. Because they still got what's her name over there, Juju Watkins or whatever.
She's disgusting. Yeah, Notre Dame's nasty too. Yeah. They have I forget her name. It's like Hilda something. I don't know. But she's disgusting.
She a big?
No, she's a guard.
Oh.
She gets triple doubles in women's basketball. Like 30-point triple doubles with like 7 steals. Yeah. She's disgusting. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. And then as far as soccer, Real Madrid is returning back to glory. But Mbappe, I think he got hurt last game. And I think he's out. But that just means that I get to put my bets on Vinicius Jr. to score goals. It's gonna be.
What did he get hurt? What he hurt?
I don't even remember. I think it was his knee or something, but I don't remember. But he was actually playing really good too. Like he had 2 goals the game before.
I was actually paying attention. Well, because I think I follow this one page that's like that talks about like more soccer shit. Yeah. And I remember them saying that he was starting to like kind of really get in the bag a little bit. He was having some nasty goals, like just turn around 360 right in the back of the net, like disgusting. Yeah. But I think they'll still be fine. The team's starting to cook up, and then Manchester United, we play Manchester City, our big rival. What's that? Tomorrow?
Sunday morning, 10:30. Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. We need to beat them. They've been actually shit this year.
You could probably watch that too, because isn't the Bears like Vikings like a late game or something like that?
I might be.
I'm
gonna watch it regardless. I don't care about the Bears game right now, to be honest with you. Like the United, we fired our coach like 2 months ago. Yeah. I'm telling you, all my teams fired their coaches and got new coaches. But we just won in the EuroLeague last game. Our striker, he looks good, but he's been playing kind of mid. He had 2 goals last game. Coming off his he came in the second half, like 30 minutes left. Savior. It was so good. But we actually looked nice.
I need to start betting on soccer. I need to bet on other sports than just like.
It's kind of hard on soccer though, because you have to like either predict the goal or the money line, and that's really it. Because like you can bet on corners, you can bet on player passes, tackles, but like the tackles and passes is like Mickey. Yeah. It's like, does this player get 100 passes? What?
Right. Yeah. Hockey's like that too. Yeah. Like hockey, you basically just have to like, you have to like just put your money on like one of these dudes getting a goal
or assist, right? Or save.
And it's like it's hard to like really build a leg because it's like the games are like
there's only like 3 meaningful things.
Right. It's like obviously you can't just put like 4 players to get a goal because like realistically like what are the games like 2-1 or something like that, so it's like you can't. It's like, man, it's like hard to build like a hockey leg. Yeah. If anything, you could just like maybe add like one of those players getting a goal to like your NBA lay if you're gonna do like a cross lay thing or whatever, like a cross sport lay.
Or do like money line and a goal or something.
Right, like or do like a money line bet where like I'm gonna take Lakers, Wolves, Rockets, and then I'm gonna take like Boston Bruins, Black Hawk, like some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be trying to build like a player like prop bet like hockey NHLA. You're fucking crazy. Bro.
Yeah, soccer and hockey have like they don't have enough trackable stats. Yeah. Or like meaningful
crazy.
Stats. Yeah.
And the goals are like too hard to come by. Yeah. No way.
Yeah, you can finish a game 0-0.
Right. There's just no way you can try to make like something meaningful off of that shit.
That I do like Manchester United for that reason too though, because we score a lot of goals but we let up quite a bit of goals sometimes too.
So like high scoring games, like be able to bet. Yeah.
And it's only like certain players that score too. So
I think the only time I would bet on soccer is if it's like a World Cup thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like more like you're gonna watch it and you can put it's like, you know, you can kind of just like do some money line shit or like whatever. But just like just on like the regular, I'd be seeing it on there.
Yeah.
I see it on there, but I just can't put
the last week's this week the Champions League games, they were all high scoring. Like when I looked at I was like looking at Real Madrid's game or whatever, and when I went through all the lines, like it was 10 minutes into the game and like 4 of them already had goals. I was like, what is going on?
Is Barcelona doing good?
They're okay. I mean,
this one dude I follow, like I met him like I don't even know when I met him. It was like some like bourbon night or whatever. I think it was when I was with like Ryan and like all them, and we were he always posts like the Barcelona scores at the like end of the game or whatever, and like shoot, it seems like they're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean they're always top 2 in
Spain,
so I mean
I want to go to Barcelona.
It's not like you bet against them, you know.
Yeah, I want to go to a game in Barcelona.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah. You got to go to Barnabo, the Real Madrid stadium.
I'll go there too. I'll go to either one, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like Barcelona is the more fun city, and then I forget wherever Real Madrid city is called, but they're
more like
Santiago, maybe. I forget what it's called, but it's more like a uppity.
Yeah, like kind of like
the money town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to go to Spain.
Yeah, Spain's movie.
I need to go over there.
They have tapas too. Like basically, they only eat appetizers.
Yeah.
Gas. That's like perfect for what we eat too. Like just want to try a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Movie.
Sip some wine.
Yay! Yeah. Spanish wine is nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll end it off on last thing I got on here, the Astros.
Oh yeah.
Astros just traded Kyle Tucker. Well, I don't think they traded him. I think they did trade him.
Yeah,
they traded him to Chicago Cubs for like 3 players, like 3-player prospects, basically. I'm not in love with it, to be honest. It's because I feel like the Astros front office has definitely fallen off. I think they have some other dude in there that's like wasn't our owner before. Like they got a new owner or a new GM, and I just don't think he's been doing a great job. Because it seems like every year the Astros have been in this thing where it's like, no, we can't do this because we have to pay this guy, and then that guy leaves, and then it's like, no, well, we can't pay him because we got to pay this. And it's like, well, now we don't have any players. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying anybody. Yeah. You know, and I think that the Astros kind of believe, like the Astros have a good farm system, and they're able to bring players up good from, you know.
Houston's a really good area for baseball too.
And they're like I said, they're good at finding prospects and things like that, and like developing talent. And I think that we have players that will step up, like Dubon and all these players. But like, I think that they kind of underestimate some of their players in a lot of ways, and I think that the Astros could have definitely done a better job keeping the team together. I think Springer was gone. Yeah. Regardless, but I think guys like Correa, you know, Tucker, and then like even right now with Bregman, it's like it just seems like we kind of play around with some of these guys that we've homegrown and been around, and like I don't think that those last 3 guys I just said wanted to leave Houston. I feel like if Houston would have just gave them
work with them,
just work with them, gave them their money, like it would have been fine. And then baseball, the way you can do the contracts, like you shouldn't even be worried about money because you can do back-ended contracts in baseball. That's how Soto is getting $700 million. That's how $750 million. That's how Shohei Ohtani is getting that much money. Yeah. It's because they can do these 10-year deals and you can pay a lot on the back end. People don't know that. Yeah. People think that they're getting it's not like NFL where it's like divided into 4 years.
Yeah, now you can get like 15,
you can get like
15,
10, 10, and then like in your 5th year, that's when you get $70 million. Then it's like you can spread it out and do all this type of shit and distribute the funds and stuff. So it's like I don't get. And the no salary cap, I don't understand why the Astros be so reluctant to like give somebody a big extension. It's like they're afraid to overpay, but then you're also losing in on prime talent. Like
Moneyball.
what if we would have had Correa these past couple years?
Yeah.
You probably get like
In the playoffs.
like we get more championships keeping these guys around than being like, well, we can let them go because we have another guy that can play shortstop. It's like, yeah, but.
Do you want to play that guy over this guy?
Right. It's like Jeremy Penn is cool, but I'd rather have Correa that hits 350 and hits bombs in the upper deck.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that guy. Like, Penna, he cool, but he ain't Correa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather,
You want a superstar,
right? Dubon's cool, but he ain't no Kyle Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Tucker's one of the best hitters in the game right
Except
now.
for in the playoffs.
He was hurt a lot last year.
Yeah.
So I get it, but
he sold 2 playoffs in a row, Mace.
Yeah, but
yeah, I know what you mean though, and it's like the fan base loved him too.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think last year he was just hurt.
Yeah. Just off year.
And I think the team has just not played as good in the playoffs. But I think we haven't been playing as good in the playoffs because we've just been letting a lot of talent walk out the door. And I think now it just puts you have to sign Bregman now.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to not sign him. Because who else are you paying? You're paying Altuve, you're paying Jordan, and that's like pretty much it.
Pitchers.
And some of the pitchers. But again, it's not like we have the teams are paying other players $700 million. There's nobody on our payroll that's getting that much money.
No, not even close.
So you're telling me we can't overpay probably a little bit for Alex Bregman?
Yeah.
Like, why? Why are y'all so scared to be like, oh, people are gonna think it's an overpay? So it's not gonna matter if you're winning. Like, but if you're letting these players go and then you start losing, then people are like, well, damn, you should have just paid the fucking $200 million so you could get somebody to hit some damn home runs.
It's time for y'all to
ridiculous, bro.
It's time for y'all to get Tim Anderson for cheap and have him have a resurgence. Bro. Resurgence in Houston.
He does, bro. I don't want Tim Anderson. Actually, I would take him just to see if he could do something, but he does.
Yeah, give him a 10-day.
They're changing Minute Maid Park, the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Dude, they're changing it to like
some random business.
It's like some like AC unit like business, like some AC business. I think it's like Dymo or something.
Should have named it Mattress Mac.
Something like that. Yeah. But I'm sad about that, bro.
Yeah.
Because
like,
it's a staple.
Yeah.
It's something that you just never thought was gonna change.
Yeah.
And just seeing that's not gonna be a thing. And I just felt like it just fit with the Astros, like Minute Maid Park. The orange in the Astros with the orange. Then you got the train with the oranges in it on the track and stuff. It was like just everything. It just felt Minute Maid Park just fit.
Yeah.
So and I just feel like I have so many memories of like we going to Minute Maid and stuff like that from growing up, watching like baseball games, watching all these guys and seeing just so many games there and shit. Like where it's like I don't know. It's just weird. Like I feel like most Houston fans that have grown up in Houston, like all this stuff.
Yeah. It's like changing Staples Center to crypto.com.
Yeah.
Like
it's like
why?
It's like why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why?
And I get why, obviously the contract and
money.
stuff, whatever. But like
it's always money.
I just feel like that's an L, bro. And like I said, the new one, it just looks boring. It looks bland. It's like, what are you gonna do? And it's like the little stuff, like I said, putting the little, the train up there, how they had the oranges in the little train on the fucking track going back and forth when you hit a home run. It's like, so what are you gonna put up there now?
AC
like
units.
Fucking, whatever's in the fucking wall or whatever. Yeah,
insulation.
Insulation in the fucking thing. You're gonna have
fiberglass,
pink fluff in the fucking train or whatever. It's like Jesus Christ,
orange
bro.
fluff.
You know what I mean? Are we gonna put antifreeze in the damn train, bro? Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, this shit's dust, bro. I hate it, bro. Honestly, that's
teams being businesses screws everything up.
Yeah,
always.
it's like because you're not gonna like Yankee Stadium. Like, you're not gonna rename that stadium. You're not gonna rename Fenway Park or whatever. It's like they're always gonna be Fenway. It's always gonna be like those stadiums are never gonna change. So it's like I feel like when you have especially like the history that Minute Maid has, where it's like with this dynasty recently, all the championships, all the big games that we've had in Minute Maid, it's like people are like Minute Maid's like a thing. Like people are scared to go to Minute Maid. The Juice Box, like that's a live nickname. The Juice Box, like all the aura and shit like that Minute Maid had, just to like throw it away just for like a business deal.
Yeah.
Like Astros are honestly having such a fucking pathetic offseason, and it's pissing me off. We gotta lock in, or this team's gonna be dog shit. I mean, the pitching was already mid, and then the dude that we traded for at the end of last year, whatever his name was, the Asian dude, we traded for him, and then he just signed. I think he went to the Angels, so we didn't even keep him. So it's like our pitching rotation looks mid. Our hitting rotation is taking a plummet now because now we don't have fucking Tucker, and then we might lose Bregman as well. So,
Welcome to the White Sox.
So now we're gonna have Altuve and Jordan playing, trying to backpack the team and stuff. It's just like, man. Then you're gonna have some other guys, like I said, that are okay.
Yeah.
Penna and stuff, but Penna was mid last year. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. It's like, what do we have left?
Yeah.
This might be the start of the fall off. I don't think the Astros are gonna fall completely off, but I think that it's looking like the Astros are going into a reload.
Yeah.
Where it's like they kind of just have to
grit the teeth for a little bit.
The team might be like a mid-pack team, like a 500 baseball team for a couple years or whatever, until they kind of get some prospects. Maybe have to make some trades or whatever to kind of get some stars back, but. I mean, if this is the end of the dynasty run, it was a good run, but I feel like we could have got more rings out of it, honestly, because I feel like 2 championships, we had some great teams and we went deep, but just didn't win.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's a product of us not keeping players around.
Business
decisions that have just kind of bit in the ass. With how dominant this team has been,
just Altuve alone,
right? And it's what they were in the ALCS every single year since 2017 until last year or whatever. It's you have that kind of stretch. You would think, you told somebody that you would think they would have at least 4 championships, and only have 2, and then one of them's kind of has a stain on it. You know what I mean? It's I feel like we could have did more with with this time. We kind of wasted it a little bit. But other than that, man, that's what we got, man. Look, we had a lot on our minds. You know what I mean? It's been a while, like I said, since we hit the record. Like I said, we just, I had some stuff going on, but you know what I'm saying, we back in business, man. We back in business. Christmas time's coming up. We might get one more in before Christmas.
Yeah, I'll leave on Friday.
Yeah, so we'll see how it shakes out. We'll probably try to get one more in before Christmas, just so that we can have some stuff for over the holidays. I'm gonna be out of town. He's gonna be out of town, so we might not get to really record after that. So we're gonna try to get one in before Christmas.
Zoom.
Yeah, some shit like that. So we'll try to get one more in, but yeah, man. If not, you know what I'm saying, all y'all have a good holiday, man. See y'all's family, enjoy each other. Spread love, spread kindness. Sleepy Hollow's new album is out, so go stream that, go listen to that. That shit's fire.
Yeah. Read this when you wake up.
And yeah, man, it's been another episode, man. Appreciate y'all chilling with the boys. We out, man. Love y'all.